Hey there, champ. How you doing? I hope you're doing alright. I know times might be a little hard for you right now, and that's okay. I get it. Life can be stressful. It can be hard. It can be rather confusing, too, which isn't so kind. Isn't very nice. But it's okay to be confused, feel a little lost. That's pretty normal, even though it sucks. You're not alone in that. And sometimes that can be hard to remember, I think. But, every day, whether it's raining or shining, snowing, hailing, whatever other types of strange weather you might have by you, the birds are always chirping. They're doing their thing. And that's kind of nice. It can be a kind of way to ground yourself. And life may be busy, as it so often is. I know, especially for me, life can get really busy. And it's important to just sit and reflect how things are going. How are you doing? Are you aligned with your values? What you really want to be doing? And that's kind of nice to do on your own. It may be better for you to do it on your own and just think, maybe jot some thoughts down. But it can be even more useful, potentially, to think about that a little bit, but then have someone to talk to about it. Whether that's just talking and they listen, or it's more of a conversation. But I think it's important to not only keep yourself in mind, but also keep your support system in mind. Everybody needs a support system in some capacity. Some may rely on it more than others, and there's really no right answer to relying on it more than others, or less than others. Everybody operates their own way. But, yeah. I think it's good to be reminded of things like this, and I've wanted to make this video because I feel like it's important. People are constantly going through things that are plainly difficult and suck, but that's what life is, and sometimes that's unavoidable, which also sucks. But the worst thing during those moments, at least in my experience, I'm not gonna project a whole lot, I hope, but the worst thing in my experience is to lose sight of yourself and what you value. I think it's important to keep in mind what you want and try not to be taken over by things in the moment, or when you're really feeling like just sitting on the couch, not doing anything, while there is things that you want to do. If you're just sitting on the couch to relax, albeit, that's all good. But if you're sitting there and you're dreading doing something, and potentially something that isn't something you need to do, but it's something you want to do, a hobby, recording a video, whatever it may be, I think being able to reflect and keep sight of yourself and what you value can help with, the hurdle of starting those things while you're just sitting there dreading it. That's something that I've had to work on recently and get over and work through. And it's, not always a winning game, man, and it's okay if you don't get it right every time. You don't want to make there's a saying, you don't want to strive for perfect if you only need good enough, right? Otherwise you're just spinning your wheels and potentially not even starting it because you're worried that you can't do whatever you need to do perfectly. And, I'm a perfectionist, so I totally get it. And it's hard to break out of that mindset if you're in that. But, doing it, and what you might see as failure, other people see as a lot of great things, big success, and, the step forward that they needed, especially if you're helping others. Lately, I've been meeting a lot of great people, a lot of new people, a lot of different background people, and with how diverse everybody is, they're teaching me so many things, and I'm learning a lot about myself and who I want to be and how I want to act. Different traits from different people that I want to emulate. And I think that is one of the more motivating things for me right now. And I hope that you've experienced that, you are experiencing that, or you get to experience something like that soon. Whether it's from your job, you're meeting new friends, or whatever it may be. For me, it's graduate school. I get to mentor students this summer, which has been so eye-opening into what type of person I am, the things I need to work on. And I've met people who are visiting from other countries, from other states, and there's just so much to learn from so many different people if you have an open mind. And I think that's something that I've only recently developed. So I implore you to keep an open mind and don't be overly critical of yourself. We all have flaws. I don't like how I scroll on Instagram for an hour before bed. I don't like the way I come across to people in my inflections sometimes, in my speaking. And that's okay. I'm not beating myself up over it. And you shouldn't either for the things that you aren't doing exactly how you would like to be doing them. And I hope this isn't coming across as me telling you what to do, but here's your unsolicited advice from Smokey for the day, if you've made it this far. But really, having an open mind is important, whatever that may be. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I still don't. I'm not perfect by any means. Far stretched from it. I don't think I ever will be. But when you have a open mind and you're always striving to be a little bit better, you don't need to be, making great leaps and bounds. Sorry. Making big steps isn't always feasible. It's not needed necessarily. Small steps can be just as exciting, just as motivating, and sometimes the most realistic thing. If you're potentially striving for making the big steps all the time, which I often did when I was younger, as in 6 months ago, it can be a lot more demoralizing to fail at that, and you feel like it's kind of all over. You're not going to be good enough. You're not going to be able to do the thing. And really setting yourself up for failure from the start, which can be really hard. And something hard like that, on top of everything else going on in life, if you're just trying to better yourself and it's failing because of that, then it's just another, needle or piece of hay in the haystack. I don't know, it's more straws on the camel's back, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. This video is kind of derailed, but I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that, you know that you're important. And I think that you're important, and plenty of other people think the same as well, even if it doesn't feel like it. And I know sometimes it really doesn't feel like it, but you'll always have people. Sometimes the most unexpected people. And that can be nice. That can be a pleasant surprise. But you are important, and it's easy to lose sight of that. But I'm here to remind you of that, and try to help you not lose sight of that. Life is busy, life is hard, and I'm not experiencing what you're experiencing, so I can't understand it fully, but, we've all gone through some things, and now more than ever, it's seeming like other people, or people aren't always there for each other. There's a lot of divide going on, and kind of losing that common support that people used to give to each other. Not necessarily among friends, but just in general. That kind of sucks. But there's a lot more good people than bad people out there. So that's kind of nice. Maybe. But thanks for letting me ramble. I want to be able to help you, whether that's through videos like this, or through role plays, or just sound videos, to relax you. Life can be very stressful, and I know people turn to these types of videos to just relax. I've been listening to ASMR for over a decade now, and sometimes life just feels better again when you turn on that really good video. And I'm not pumping out quality videos like that every video. I know that. It's unrealistic to think that. But I hope that at least one of my videos can help you in a positive way, and make you feel just a little bit better during those hard times, because we all need that support. Whether it's just a random video online, or your friends, your family, your coworkers. Some people are really there for you, no matter what. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you real soon. Take care of yourself, and have a good weekend, have a good week. You've got this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stick around. We'll have fun. I promise. Life will get better. Take it easy.